So the Shabbat is over, the sun is down. I don't know if you can see that, but the sun is down. Maybe give it about another 3 more minutes and then it'll completely be dark. But I had to continue with my homework. I had to continue with being obedient, okay? Because one of the videos I made, it was about the number 4, which was mysteriously on my wrist when I woke up. Now, come to find out, the number 4 that was on my wrist, it was actually, remember when I said that it was like a sticker, like if someone peeled a sticker off the back of it, because it was stuck on my wrist. And then I later end up saying, I'm going to put it on my door. So when I come home from work, it'll remind me to actually do the video of the number 4, like its significance and what it symbolizes. So I'm here to tell you right now, this video is going to be lengthy. However, it's going to be a lot of wisdom in this video. It is not my opinions. I did a thorough research, and I'm pretty sure you guys will be happy with the information that you're going to hear in this video. So what I like to do is first start off with what the number 4, the Hebrew word for the number 4. Okay, it is the word Eve, the long E. So it has a hyphen over the E, which means the long E. You pronounce the word Eve and not Eb. So the long E and then B, and then it's the Aramaic word meaning fruit. Okay, the Aramaic word meaning fruit. This word, you can find it in Daniel 3 times. So we're going to go to Daniel 11, 12, and 14 and read it. I'm going to read that with you guys right here, okay? So now if you need to pause the video, go ahead and do so. But I'm going to go ahead and go to Daniel 11, 4:11. And it reads right here. The tree. Oh, first of all, Daniel 4 is talking about Nebuchadnezzar, his dream, and how he needed it interpreted, right? And then he called up all of the sages to explain it to him, but they could not explain the dream. So Daniel ends up explaining the dream to him. Okay. So what I want to do is this. Okay. So 4:11, we're going to go to 4:11, and it reads, the tree grew and became strong until its crown reached the sky, and it could be seen from anywhere on earth. Its foliage was beautiful and its fruit abundant. It produced enough food for everyone. The wild animals enjoyed its shade. The birds in the air lived in its branches, and it gave food to every living creature. I looked in the visions of my head. This is Nebuchadnezzar. I looked in the visions of my head as I lay on my bed, and there appeared a holy watcher coming down from heaven. He cried out. I'm sorry, that was 13. 4:14, he cried out. He said, cut down the trees. Cut down the tree, cut off its branches, strip off its leaves, scatter its fruit. Okay, how I said it was mentioned 3 times in Daniel, so that's the first time that it's mentioned. Then it said, let the wild animals flee from its shelter. Let the birds abandon its branches, but leave the stump with the roots in the ground with a band of iron and bronze and the lush grass of the countryside. Let him be drenched with dew from the sky and share the lot of animals and in the pasture. All right, so I'm going to fast forward. I'm going to go over. So the second time that it was mentioned, as it says, it's mentioned 3 times, the word fruit. Okay, so now that was in 11 and that was 12, and we're going to go on over 11, 12, and 14. Was it 14? No. Excuse me. It is number 21. So I fast forward and it said that had beautiful foliage and abundant fruit. So again, it's kind of like iterating the foliage, how abundant it was. So now we've got to that part right there, because I'm telling you guys, I have to take a whole bunch of notes on this number 4. All right, so it says here, okay. All right, so it says right here, it says, therefore, when you guys, if anybody has seen the number 4, okay, it says, therefore, when you see the number 4, H4, the Hebrew number 4, in conjunction with a scripture, reference, it is indicating the use of the Hebrew word eve, okay, and which is translated into the word fruit. All right, so now let's go to the next page. Let's see, that was page 1. I got so many notes here, so fantastic. And then now for me, because I'm new to a lot of the Hebrew, I don't really know Hebrew. So I have questions. When I read a word and I don't understand it, I'm going to ask a question. So I have to ask the question, okay? Because it said right there, therefore, when you see the H4 or any other number in conjunction with a scripture reference, it is indicating the use of the Hebrew number. So I need to understand, how do I see the H4 number or any other number in conjunction with scripture? I needed to understand what that meant. So I Googled it, and pretty much what it is saying is this: how do one see the number H4 or any other number Hebrew word in scripture? And the answer is this. So when we look up the Hebrew number in the search, it gives us the original word, okay? The Hebrew original word is E, for example, meaning fruit in the original language. So it was more simple than I was making it. Sometimes my literal brain does get the best of me. All right, so that's that. Now let's go to page 3. Now I was talking about, I opened this video up with the number 4, which mysteriously was on my wrist when I woke up from a nap. All right, and so now we've already read Daniel 4, 11 through 14, and it explained the number 4 there. I kind of jumped ahead of myself there, but it explained that. Now, it says the word means fruit. Okay, we got that. The letter means dalet, D-A-L-E-T. Again, another Hebrew word. The number 4 means dalet, for those of us who do not know, and is associated with completion, wholeness, and the physical world. The physical world. It symbolizes the creation of the physical earth. I thought that was really interesting to learn. Now, page 5 of my notes. It says, so on the 4th day, it's often referred to the physical earth on the 4th day. Let me go back and read that. It says the word, okay, is associated with completion, wholeness, and the physical world. It symbolizes the creation of the physical earth on the 4th day, and is often referred to concept of a door. That's funny because I put the number 4 on the door because I was on my way to work and I wanted to take it off my wrist, and I wanted to remind myself to come and do this video, right, when I got off work, but I hadn't done it. It's been almost a week. So anyhow, the number 4 is still on my door. Ironically, the number 4 is on my door. I thought that was interesting. So it says here, the number 4 represents the creation of physical earth on the 4th day, and is often referred to the concept of a door or portal, And it also signifies a sense of completion and fullness, both in a physical and spiritual sense. And I thought that was fantastic. All right, page number 6. Now we're going to go to Isaiah 11:11 through 12. Now we can't pause it, so I'm going to talk a little bit so y'all have time to go to Isaiah 11:11 through 12. I should have mine marked. It should be right here. All right, Isaiah 11:11 through 12. I didn't put that one in there, but that's okay. We know where Isaiah is. Oh, I have it, but I just it was actually hiding in the book. All right, so let's go to Isaiah 11 through 12. And it says right here, on that day, Adonai will raise his hand again a second time to reclaim the remnant of his people who remain from Ashur, Ashur, who also remain from Egypt, who also remain from Patros, Ethiopia, Elam, Shinar, Hamat, and the islands of the sea. All right, so to me, that is so heavy right there. 12, he will hoist a banner for the nations, assemble the dispersed of Israel, and gather the scattered of Yehudah from the four corners of the earth. That's Isaiah 11 through 12. All right, so now we got that one out the way. And then also too, the number 4, remember he said, gather Israel and Yaakov from the four corners of the earth. There again, that number is number 4, the four corners of the earth. All right, now page 6. The number 4 is also representing separation. So we're going to go to Zechariah 2:10 now. I know I'm going a little bit fast, but that's all right. You guys can always come back. Just take your notes and write down the book, the chapter and the verse. You can always come back later and then just write your note how this is associated with the number 4. All right, so Zechariah 2:10. 2:10. Zechariah 2:10. Here it is. This one is good. It says, up, says Adonai, move, flee the land of the north, for I scattered you like the four winds of the sky, says Adonai. I'll read it again. Up, says Adonai, move, with an exclamation point, flee the land of the north, for I scattered you like the four winds of the sky, says Adonai. All right, so we got that one down. And yes, we took that note. We're going to go to page 8. Then it says the number 4 also represent exile in the Torah. The number 4 is found in connection with the water that flowed out of Gan Eden, Gan Eden. Then we're going to go to Genesis 2:10 or Bereshit 2:10. All right, we're going to go back over here to Genesis 2:10. And then it reads, a river went out of Eden to water the garden. And from there, it divided into 4 streams. Again, the number 4. Okay. And then it says the name of the first is Pishon. It winds throughout the land of Havilah, where there is gold. The gold of that land is good, aromatic, resin, and onyx stone are also found there. So I'll leave that one out there because it only said 2:10, but I just want to read a little bit more. All right. And then after that, Genesis 2:10, it also said Genesis 47:24. So since we're in Genesis, we're going to go right over to Genesis 47:24. Genesis 47:24. I know I have you in here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Genesis 47:24. Yes, you're marked. 44, 47, 24. Okay, so it says right here, when harvest time comes, you are to give 20% to Pharaoh. 80% will be yours to keep for seed to plant in the fields, as well as for your food and for that of your household and your little ones. Now, let me tell you where I'm getting this stuff from. So when I did my research on the number 4, I went to, what is it called? I don't want to say the wrong name, but I found a website that had a lot of good information, right? So I took a whole bunch of notes from there, and I don't think I can go and get the website right now. Long story short, that's not important. What's important is that we're understanding this number 4. Okay. And then also to Exodus 6:6-7. So let's go to Exodus. Exodus. Come on, you should be right here. Okay, Exodus 6:6-7. Okay, Exodus 6:6-7. All right, so here we go right here. It says, therefore, say to the people of Israel, I am Adonai. I will free you from the forced labor of the Egyptians, rescue oppression, and redeem you with an outstretched arm and with great judgment. 7. I will take you as my people, and I will be your Yahuwah, your Yah. Then you will know that I am Adonai, your Yah, who freed you from the forced labor of the Egyptians. Okay. Okay. It says 6 through 7. I'm going to say 8 as well. Read 8 as well. I will bring you into the land which I swore to give to Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. I will give it to you as your inheritance. I am Adonai. All right. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Now, then it also told us to go to Deuteronomy 28:12. I didn't know the number 4 had all of this to do with all of this. My thing was today is that I was going to come in here, I was going to research the number 4, and then I was going to see what the Hebrew letter was, what the Hebrew word was, and find a couple of scriptures, and then I was going to be done with this video. Well, no. I've been working on this homework, this research for at least 45 minutes, right? But the good thing about this, what this means to me is this. Today I was watching Mikael Yasharel's his video. He had on a purple t-shirt. And in that video, he's saying a whole bunch. But what it meant to me, he was talking about how in his dream that he was given, Yahusha had given him 3 seeds. And there was a whole bunch of people in a line and they were all getting their seeds. And he said to Mikael Yasharel, he said, I'm only going to give you 3. Okay. So then he ends up taking us to Matthew 25, 25, where Matthew is talking about, in Matthew, where he's talking about, he gave one man a talent, then he gave another man a talent, then he gave one guy 2 talents or whatever. One guy buried the talent, never did anything with it, all of that. So that dream to him, because he says that Yahusha even gave him the understanding, the revelation of the dream. And it was talking about giving the children the seeds, I guess, giving them the seeds that they earned. Okay. So when he said that, he also mentions, so our Father, okay, and Yahusha, okay, has given us this platform to come on here and talk to children to help save the souls. Because it's not about us. Okay, having a YouTube channel is not about me. It's not about how many likes I can get, how many subscribers I have. That has nothing to do with it. This internet was given to the earth so that the knowledge can increase. All right. And he is using us, the remnant, to come on here and use this platform to reach out to the people that don't know certain things, or to the people that have questions, right? They want to believe, but they don't know how to believe. They don't know what to believe because it's so much, right? There's so much out there. So when he said that, I said, woo, okay. I heard that message loud and clear, because me, I'm like kind of like spiritually, I'm kind of lazy, right? Because here's the true. And my awakening in 2020, I was sitting in my living room and I heard loud as day, what time is it? Okay, so I kind of blew it off. I'm watching TV. I kind of blew that off. A couple of days later, I heard, what time is it? Very, very, very loud, the audible voice. All right, the audible voice. And when I said, why do I keep hearing what time it is? The answer, on planet Earth, is what the Father said to me. Ruach Hakadosh. I'm working on the correct pronunciation of that word, Hakadosh or Hakadash, right? So we're all a little bit confused down here because somebody over here says it this way, somebody over here says it that way. So I'm just going to pray for wisdom and revelation on that. All right. That's what we do when we don't understand something, is pray for wisdom and revelation about whatever it is. Okay. So now that I got that out the way, so with all of that being said, today I wanted to stop my research and I wanted to just come on here and just say what I've learned so far. But I kept hearing, no, keep reading, keep reading, keep reading, keep reading, keep reading, read more, right? It's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about my children that are here listening to you that needs to know more. Okay. So I'm doing this for the remnant and for those who are waking up. I call them my nieces, my nephews. So like the generation like 40 years and under, because I'm 62. So the generation that's like 40 years and under, I'm reaching out to them because I've heard so many questions. How do we know that this is true? Which religion is right? Which religion is wrong? You know, and to answer that question, all religions are wrong because the Father himself is not a religion. He said, have a relationship with me, not a religion in me. Have a relationship with me. Okay. And then when you start showing yourself approved, then he's going to draw near to you and start giving you more wisdom and more knowledge. Okay. Listen, I am here as a witness to that. Okay. So anyhow, let's keep going. So we got through now, did we do Deuteronomy 28? No, we're going to go to Deuteronomy 28:12. Or did I already do that? I think I already did it, but let me read it and see if I already done it. All right. I don't want to miss a beat. All right. Deuteronomy 28:12. 1 second. Here it is right here. I believe that's 12. All right. Here it is. It says, Adonai will open for you his good treasure, the sky to give you land. Hold on. I'm going to start with 11. Adonai will give you great abundance of good things, of the fruit. Again, there's that number 4. The word for number 4 is Eve, and that's the original language, and then the word fruit. So I'm glad I started with that 11. Adonai will give you great abundance of good things, of the fruit of your body. Okay, of the fruit of your body. I've never heard that terminology before. Okay, but of the fruit of your body, the fruit of your livestock, and the fruit of your land, and the land Adonai swore to your ancestors to give you. 12. Adonai will open for you his good treasures, the sky to give your land its rain at the right seasons and to bless everything you undertake. Okay. You will lend to many nations and not borrow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so that's page 9. We got 11 pages. So let me flip the page right here. Then it says page number 10, we're talking about the passage. Now, this is where it's getting really deep. Okay, we're talking about the passage. And it says the number 4, more than any other number, play a significant part in the Passover celebration. All right. Now we've all read the Passover. I'm pretty sure we've all heard the Passover. We've read into the Passover, but did we ever think that it was associated to the number 4? I know I did not. Okay. So here we go. Don't you run away, paper. Don't you run away. All right. I have my ceiling fan on and it's trying to blow my notes away. But anyhow, so it says page 10 and passage, the number 4, more than any other number, play a significant part in the Passover celebration. Now, page 11 is going to explain what that means. All right. So now the number 4, the Haggadah is complete with the number 4. The Haggadah, I think I'm saying it right, is complete with the number 4. Number 1, there are 4 sons. Number SONS. Number 2, 4 glasses of wine. Number 3, 4 questions. Number 4, mitzvahs, matzah. There's mitzvahs, matzah, maror, M-A-R-O-R, and then Haggadah and 4 cups. Then number 5, there's 3 matzahs, which becomes 4. And now here's my note. Here's my questions again, because I'm so literal. I'm like, how is the number 4, 3, 4? So I did a little research on this one. Now I didn't write, it was a lot. So I didn't write that down. So you guys can go in and you can do your research on your own And here's my question to the search bar. How does the number 3, how does 3 matzot, M-A-T-Z-O-T, go, wait, how does 3 matzot become 4? That was my question in the search bar. And you guys, like I said, go in and you can research that and you're going to get all your information on your own there. It's too much to write out. All right. But then what else did I say to here? I said, go and study this on your own if you do not already know. But it has to do with the breaking the matzot in 2 pieces. Okay. So technically it does not become 4. Okay. Now, number 6, Pesach is preceded by 4 special Shabbats. The number 1, the first Shabbat is Shabbat Shekalim, Shekalim. Second Shabbat, Zakor, Zakhor. Third Shabbat, Parah, Parah. And the 4th Shabbat is a Shabbat HaKodesh. This one, it has a Kodesh, so I'm reading it as I wrote it. Okay, now, the number 7, it says the holy day, Pesach, even has 4 special names. All right, here's these special names, and this is the end of this research for now, because there's a lot more. So when I hear to come back and do more research and share more, I will. All right, but here's the holy day that has even 4 special names. Chag, C-H-A-G, HaPesach, which is the festival of Passover. Number 2, Shag HaMatzat, which is the festival of Matzah. Number 3, Shag HaViv, which is the festival of spring. Number 4, Zaman. And I know how to say this one correctly, so I'm going to spell it. Cheirutenu. Again, Zaman, Z-M-A-N, Cheirutenu. This is the time of our freedom. Okay, the time of our freedom. We know that we are in the last days, right? The last minutes, the last seconds. We look at some of the biblical prophecies that was prophesied for our last days. It says how the Euphrates rivers would dry up so that the armies from the east can come in and attack Israel, Jerusalem, right? The state Israel. So we see this with our own eyes. Okay, we see this with our own eyes. So remain vigilant and stay up on the current events as far as and then compare those current events to biblical prophecies, y'all. I often say this right here so that we can know what time it is here on planet Earth. As Ruach HaKodesh came to my living room and asked me that question, what time is it? And then a couple of days later, I didn't understand why I was hearing it. I heard it again. And I said, why am I hearing this? Why am I hearing what time it is? And then Ruach HaKodesh answered, on planet Earth. That was actually during COVID. Okay, that's really important. That was during COVID. Okay, and when I heard that, I jumped up off my sofa and I started pacing back and forth in my living room. I was so scared because I was living in the world, right? I was smoking marijuana. I was drinking alcohol. I was wearing the hot pants. I was doing I was doing the most. Okay, I was not ready. I was not ready. So that's why I was so afraid. I thought that was it. Okay, so I'm not going to go into the other things that happened to me, but long story short, you guys, that number 4 had a lot to say to it. And here, it just sounds like mysteriously I woke up with the number 4 on my wrist, right? No. As we can see, we need to take these things not with a grain of salt, because in doing my research on that number 4, I had no idea. that I was going to learn all of this knowledge and that I would be sharing all of this knowledge, wisdom with you. All right. So that's it for today. I love you guys. Go ahead. I see some of your comments here. Face the age. Face the age. Oh, listen, me? I don't care about no number. I don't care about no age. I don't care about none of that. None of that. None of this earthly stuff do I care about. As a matter of fact, a long time ago, I used to pray that Yahuwah, Yahushua HaMashiach, would take me up off this planet Earth because I saw straight through it. I could see straight through it. I could see that it's just like this. It goes in circles. 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 Nothing new under the sun. So I get bored real quick. No matter what it is, I get bored real quick. All right. So no, I'm not the typical person. I only mention the age because when I say generation X, Y, and Z, that this message is mainly for you all because when I grew up, we knew that right was right and wrong was wrong. We were not taught that wrong is right and wrong is wrong. We were not taught that wrong is right and right is wrong. That's the reason why I mentioned that. That's the only reason. Okay. So no. No. I don't. If I was 199,000 years of age, I would be proud of that. Okay. I don't do that. I don't do that. All right. So let's see what else we got. Joe Reyes. He says, God bless you. I'm going to correct you, Joe. His name is not God. His name he has a name. The word God is a title. Okay. As a matter of fact, the word God actually comes from a satanic name, which is God Real. Okay. That is not the name that we should be calling our Father. So make sure you call the Father by his name, which is Yahweh. Okay. Or the Most High. Never use his name in vain. When you call him God, you're using his name in vain. I recently just learned that. Okay, so I'm going to share that with you. Let's see who we got. He says hi. Hello. hello. Then we got Face the Age, and he's smiling. Face the Age. He says, Amen. Okay. Yeah. All right. I understand you clear. Okay, listen, I'm going to get up out of here. As we said, look, you can see outside. There is no more sunlight out there. There's the door. The number 4, there's the door. The number 4 again, there's the door. How I made that a segue. All right, so there's the door. We're going to exit on out of here. Exodus. All right, I love you. I'll see you all hopefully in the wilderness and then at the wedding supper of the Lamb. All right, take care of yourselves. Make sure you spread love and not war. Oh, and make sure you're not grieving the Ruach HaKodesh. What do I mean? If you're bitter, if you're angry, mad, upset, all of those things means you are grieving the Ruach HaKodesh. Ruach HaKodesh is within us. That's the spirit that was sent as our comforter. That's the spirit of our Father. And that is the comforter within us. And so the Ruach HaKodesh is there to comfort us. All right. So we don't want to not comfort the Ruach HaKodesh. Okay. Or HaKodesh for those who say HaKodesh. Okay. When we meet in the wilderness, we will all be rebuked. Rebuke means to correct. So when we meet in the wilderness, we will all be corrected. Okay. Our Father's going to meet us face to face. He's going to correct all of us. So don't be upset with somebody just because they're saying it this way or they're saying it that way, or they see something this way and you see it that way. Do not be upset with them. Do not judge them. Okay. Just know in that wilderness, we're going to all be corrected. All right. So I'm looking forward to that, you all. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Love you. Take care. Take care. Take care. Take care.